Breeze and the New Orleans Saints.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
3-yard line.
Good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan going up top. Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's thrown incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Breeze on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Complete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's Kamara. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, Emmanuel Sanders now with the Saints, but he was a member of these 49ers last year for the 2nd half of the season during their run to Super Bowl 54. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Breeze now. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Thomas. pass, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
You don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tim Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Third.
now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Keelan Moore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense, because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick being chased out. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Colin Kaepernick, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot to account for him as a runner. And he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Sterling Hofrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Down. 3rd and 11.
To the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze going to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Falcons. Tom Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but
Oh, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 26, Saints 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side on his swing pass. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 48 yards. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball work support.
A double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up there, Marcus Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Kamara with a run on 1st down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones is Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw again is Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Sterling Hawkwrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If it's
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Breeze pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Ryan. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 33 yards that time.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Alex Anzalone in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Operating from the gun. Ryan looking deep for who? That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Here I come! Here I come!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. To throw, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
A deep ball for Gurley. And the defense loses it. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game, 8.
Eight. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down. To throw again. Ryan. Caught on the left side by Gill. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Ryan. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Calvin Ridley.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And this will be caught at the 30. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
31 yards.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now Kaepernick again. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot. And glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now he's going to bring up 4th down.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Allen with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Run with Gurley there on first down. Going to get about 4 yards.
Gurley, the ball.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. On first down, Kaepernick. This one caught by Ridley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Here's Breeze to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
Breeze pass.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw again on second down. Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Third down. 3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick on the move to his left. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
He may try and run for this.
Good for a Falcons. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 26-yard line.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Ready. 95-56.
One final try here for Breeze. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6.